Hey fam, it's me Aaron!
Triforce Mike!
This is Comic Show, and it's getting really close to Christmas. It's cold in Florida, that's weird. You know, I got my nice suede jacket.
I got my leather on.
And, you know, like, okay, so it's getting close to Christmas, and all the publishers are putting out fewer and fewer books. It's really smart. It's another very small week in comics. We still have stuff to talk about, because there's still comics we love. One is Cross, which is always a surprise when it comes out. I never know when it's coming out.
No idea. It's like Christmas.
It makes me feel like a kid again when I get Cross, because it's like, oh wow, Cross came out this week. Awesome.
You have no idea what the release schedule is.
This is such a great book. They treat children so well in Cross.
Oh yeah.
And I love this book. Family values. It's really good, and it's really what America needs moving forward. From this whatever we're in now. Orc Stain. Now, this is books in the top books because so many people told me to read it.
Yeah.
We've had customers, it just didn't have a good pitch from Image when I read it.
The pitch was terrible online, but I read it last night and it was just all about chopping off dicks.
Like, if they mentioned chopping off penises one time in the solicitation, I would have been all about it.
Yeah, seriously.
But instead it was like, this writer-artist does a passion project about fantasy orcs. And it's like, pass.
Whatever.
But, it's great. So, and it's really timely. It's a really timely message for today's economy because everyone, doesn't, we all could use more money, especially here around the holidays. And at the end, this isn't a spoiler. This is just like a how-to thing. And it talks about how to, of course, first you have to cut off your penis or someone else's penis. Then you skin it, you slice it. Yeah. Then you dip it in minerals, you fire it in a kiln, and then voila, you have currency and, just don't buy a prostitute with that because, it won't work.
You don't have genital anymore.
This was fun. This was a lot of fun, and thank you everyone for suggesting it. Sometimes we miss things, and also the Misfits on BBC. That was brilliant.
Oh yeah,
I liked it, and metaphor and subtext is great sometimes. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's fun.
I got it, and I'm not stupid, but I wouldn't have checked it out if not for all the suggestions. So thanks. Good times. Marvel has one good book out this week. It's New Avengers #7. And why are we still pimping Bendis? He's a has-been this.
Because Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
And you guys have to know I love JLI, the Just League International. Yeah. I'll tell the story about that later, some other time. But, when I was a kid, that was my Justice League. Yes. And there are scenes in here directly from the JLI membership recruitment drive when they were trying to actually go international, have a European league. From issue 24, there are scenes exactly like that. Thank you, Bendis. You're the man. This is great,
I know she's not in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but she's here.
All right, Superboy, it's a solid book.
Oh, yeah,
solid book. Yes, it's Jeff Lemire, but Jeff Johns' fingerprints are all over this. I mean, there's hints about Swamp Thing and the Green in here, and it just seems like Jeff Johns was involved in the plot. Like, it really does.
It's good.
And it's a solid book. I really enjoyed it. And Teen Titans is a solid book now with Damian. Yeah. So, boom. Thunder Agents, Nick Spencer. Why should you care? Nick Spencer from Morning Glories. Morning Glories is awesome. And this is very, very much so like Ecstatics, except it takes that whole celebrity reality show angle off the table and does something new with it. And, who wouldn't want powers just to have powers?
Yeah, seriously.
Just to do something of value with your life instead of being a freaking loser.
I'd have powers and be a freaking loser.
Okay, as long as you die young.
Yes.
And it has depth. It's great characterization, really good stuff. You should check it out. If it's a small week for you and you want to try something new, get Thunder Agents. Great book.
It's good stuff.
This is my favorite Kevin Smith comic.
Oh, yeah.
I really like it. I think he's on his game. Widening Gear was great. I know there was a lot of complaints about this and that for Cacophony. I like Joker's characterization in that, but there was a lot of complaints, and this I just thought was insane. Boom. Great twist ending. Great.
Strengthens his whole
you can reread his whole DC run, and it was great. Okay, this week is Fables week. We got Fables 100.
Oh, man.
Insane. So we got Fables 100. We have a Fables poster. Yeah. And our best book ever is Fables Volume 2. Why Fables Volume 2? Well, we already did Fables Volume 1. And Volume 2 is the first volume that Buckingham does art. And Buckingham's still doing it with issue 100, still doing it on the poster. And Volume 2 is where it really hit its stride, found its footing, found its pause. It's the farm. Yes. And, people could read Volume 1 and be like, oh, this is like a CSI murder mystery with fairy tales. I'm not really feeling it. That's not what Fables is at all. No. Fables is all kinds of stuff. Yes. And, other people's like, oh, why does Fables never end like all the other Vertigo books? And it doesn't. It ends all the time. Yeah. It has builds, it has ends, it has restarts, it has subplots, it has A stories, B stories, new characters. It's insane. And in case you guys think I forgot about 27, I read it. I thought it was great. I like the concept. A lot of that concept did not get executed with the first issue, but you know, whatever. I really like the concept, but you know, we're not about collectability. I took all my issues, every one of them. I just kind of dinged them. You know, I was like, I don't want anyone to sell these on eBay. What I want is people to read it and then come back for issue 2, 3, 4. Come back for other work by this guy Soul when he does other stuff.
Yes.
I don't care to sell things so that one person can buy them all and sell them on eBay. I want to spread the love of comic books.
The stories.
And, you know, I'm glad that it's getting some buzz online. That's cool. I'm not condemning that. But as for me at my store, we're here for just the fun of it. So, you know, the best way I can do that to ensure that the people that really want it are going to get it is by bending them all up. And every comic book store should do the same thing.
Yes.
Just bend them all up.
Yeah.
They're hard to keep perfect anyway. They're this stupid Golden Age format. All right. Thanks, guys. See you for Christmas party next week.